101 days after being arrested by the Enforcement Directorate in connection with the 1,034 crore rupees Patrachal land development scam, Shiv Sena MP Sanjay Raut on Thursday walked out of Mumbai's Arthur Road jail on bail. Raut's release was made possible after the Bombay High Court refused to stay the bail granted by a special court earlier in the day. The MP was given a hero's welcome by party workers who burst firecrackers and smeared gulal on each other.
न्यायालय का ऊपर का जो विश्वास है वो बढ़ गया है मेरा कि इस देश में आज भी न्याय व्यवस्था, न्यायालय, जुडिशरी में ऐसे लोग हैं, ऐसी न्याय व्यवस्था है जिससे हम उम्मीद कर सकते हैं.
Raut's family joined the celebrations as the MP tasted freedom after more than 3 months.
आम्ही माझ्या घरी नवरात्र असो, गणपती असो, दसरा, दिवाळी आम्ही कोणीही साजरी केली नाही. कारण आमच्या घरातला कुटुंब प्रमुख संजय राऊत 102 दिवस जेलमध्ये होते. आज खऱ्या अर्थाने आम्ही सगळे आमचे घरचे, माझ्या विभागातील सर्व लोक खऱ्या अर्थाने आज दिवाळी साजरी करतात.
After walking out of jail, Sanjay Raut visited the Siddhivinayak temple. Besides Sanjay Raut, his associate Praveen Raut too was granted bail by the court set up under the Prevention of Money Laundering Act. The special court in its bail ruling said both Sanjay Raut and Praveen Raut were arrested illegally. The order said the records, materials and the detailed discussion shows that Sanjay Raut was arrested for no reason. The court added that Sanjay Raut did not receive any proceeds of crime. In a strongly worded order, the court said the ED made fast-paced arrest but showed not even a snail's speed in conducting trials. Sanjay Raut's fate still hangs in the balance. A Bombay High Court bench is scheduled to hear the ED's petition seeking cancellation of the bail on Thursday. Bureau Report, India Today.
So those visuals, viewers, were of late last night, celebratory visuals, 101 days in jail. This morning, Sanjay Raut went and met Uddhav Thackeray. His son Aditya hugged him the minute he saw him. Uddhav Thackeray's wife put the tilak on Sanjay Raut, returned from jail. But what is missing is that aggressive body language, that aggressive commentary by Sanjay Raut. Should one read more into it? Because now what's happened, viewers, Sanjay Raut says that he doesn't blame the investigative agencies. Before jail, Sanjay Raut had said that he is clear that the investigative agencies like the ED and the CBI are working at the behest of the Bharatiya Janata Party. On the other hand, Sanjay Raut has also said that he thinks the Deputy CM, Devendra Fadnavis, he used to be a Fadnavis beta before jail, now he says, has done good work and he will go and meet him. He also says that he will go to Delhi and meet the Home Minister Amit Shah and the Prime Minister Modi as well. Has something changed? Has jail changed Sanjay Raut, or is there more to what meets the eye? But these were visuals recorded this morning. Cutting across to our panel, Arvind Sawant, Lok Sabha MP, Shiv Sena joins us, Ram Kadam, MLA, BJP Maharashtra, Rajdeep Sardesai, Consulting Editor, Sahil Joshi, Managing Editor, Aaj Tak, Mumbai Bureau. Before we go to our political guests, Rajdeep and Sahil, I'll bring you in. Rajdeep, has something changed at all? That aggressive body language taking on the Bharatiya Janata Party, taking on investigative agencies, to coming out seemingly striking a reconciliatory note?
Well, some of the words expressed by Mr. Raut obviously suggest that there is an attempt being made to strike a note of reconciliation, to try and end the bitterness, just having spent more than 4 months in jail, then to come out with statements which will be interpreted as a reach out to the new government, particularly to Devendra Fadnavis, the Home Minister in Maharashtra. It's led to a lot of speculation, but at the moment I would say it's at the level of speculation. Is there an attempt being made to open up a fresh channel of communication between the old Shiv Sena, the Uddhav Sena, of which Sanjay Raut is a part, and the Fadnavis-led BJP here in Maharashtra? Look at possible options for the future. At the same time, let's not forget Aditya Thackeray, of this Uddhav Sena is only tomorrow going to join Rahul Gandhi in the Bharat Jodo Yatra. So you're getting conflicting signals. Clearly, one section of the Sena very keen to retain its position within the Mahavikas Aghadi, and possibly the likes of Sanjay Raut being used to explore options of possible future arrangements ahead of the 2024 elections that could include perhaps a new pact between the Shiv Sena and the BJP.
Sahil, I'll also pull you in on this. What's the politics behind it? Is it a Sanjay Raut wary after 101 days in jail where he says it's difficult to talk to walls? Is it him which is worn out, or is there a larger political point behind this?
Well, Preeti, what I could see here when Sanjay Raut spoke today with the media in the morning at around 9 o'clock in the morning, that is his usual time whenever he used to leave for Samna's office, he used to speak to the media. But I would also like to point out, which is not reported much yesterday, that his speech when he reached back home after getting released from the Arthur Road jail, in that speech, while speaking to the Shiv Sena Uddhav Balasaheb Thackeray's workers gathered at his residence, he made it very clear that he is not going to bow down, he is going to fight it out. And secondly, he also challenged that now the people will understand that it was a big mistake by arresting Sanjay Raut in this particular case. So basically he is trying to say that the bitterness in the politics should get over, because it creates unnecessary animosity between two individuals, but the political fight is still going to go on. Now, what interesting thing what I would like to see in the future is, because it's just a day after Sanjay Raut's release from jail, that whether Sanjay Raut now targets the BJP and the central government the way he used to do earlier, or he points his guns at Eknath Shinde and his supporters who are now claiming that their Shiv Sena is the original Shiv Sena, because that is going to be the real fight henceforth. Whereas in today's press conference, Uddhav Thackeray made it categorically clear that the case against Sanjay Raut, it was the BJP and the central government was behind that, and that is what their fight is about. And that is the reason why Aditya Thackeray personally is going to go for this Bharat Jodo Yatra. Uddhav Thackeray also said that Rahul Gandhi personally called him. He couldn't go. He cannot go because of the physical reasons. His health doesn't permit to travel that much. But Aditya is not only going to go and join Bharat Jodo Yatra, he is going to walk along with Rahul Gandhi and going to make a speech there. So, I think we should not read too much into it at this point of time. We'll have to wait and see that how this goes further. At this point of time, it's very clear that MVA is existent, and all the three partners within MVA are going to fight it out together. Is what is the signal which they are trying to give by joining Bharat Jodo Yatra. Today, Supriya Sule, Jayant Patil, the NCP leaders, and tomorrow, Aditya Thackeray along with the Shiv Sena.
Sir, stay on with me. I want to bring in Arvind Sawant into this conversation. Arvind Sawant, the fact is, Sanjay Raut before jail saying investigative agencies are puppets of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Arvind Sawant after jail saying investigative agencies are very nice, they've done nothing wrong. On the other hand, Arvind Sawant going after Devendra Fadnavis, now saying he's run a very good government as deputy CM in the last few months.
It is his modesty that also should be, appreciated. But there he said they were working on the directives of somebody. Therefore, he did not blame them. He has said it. Prior to his arrest, he has said it. When in the press conference, he was offered something, then he was lured, then he was threatened. This is the reaction of all those things which has happened in the past. But then that's what I'm saying. This is what the concern. Other concern. If you are judicious, if you say they are judicious, what has happened to the cases which have been, the people who have been booked under the Prevention of Money Laundering law, particularly Mr. Eknath Shinde, Mr. Narayan Rane, Mr. Pratap Sarnaik, Ms. Bhavna Gowli, thousands, hundreds of names are there. And these names have been taken by BJP only. Mr. Shiv Senas has to come to, as he is the spokesperson of the ED. He used to come, and then one more fellow, Mr. Kamboj, I heard, he says, next man will be so and so, and they used to book him. And
but
today they have joined BJP,
right,
and their allegations are over now.
But now where is this newfound love
Is
for
it
the Deputy CM Devendra Fadnavis? He's the same man who said that it was Devendra Fadnavis who orchestrated the entire fall of your government.
Maybe, but those questions he can answer. How can I answer those questions? But the reason for which he has said about MHADA, he has said, Maharashtra Housing Area Development Authority. And there are the chairmen of this MHADA is there, and the earlier government has taken away the, what you call that, powers of chairman and given it to the ministry. He said, I did not like that decision, which the decision has been reversed by this government, therefore I appreciate that.
Okay.
So this is what the democracy, this is what should be mentioned, this is the sanctity and purity of democracy. That is should be honored by everyone. And we must appreciate, if Sanjay Raut is saying like this, then that is what the purity, that is what the sanctity of the democracy.
Ram Kadam ji, appreciation जो आ रहा है संजय राउत से, अरविंद सावंत भी कह रहे हैं कि दो तीन चीजें हैं, दो तीन डिसीजंस हैं जो बहुत बढ़िया लिए हैं आपकी सरकार ने.
See, Preeti, you rightly observed two different sentences from this Penguin Sena leader, Mr. Raut. What he said before going behind the bars and what he has been saying after coming out of the jail, there is a vast difference. And my friend Mr. Sawant said this is a modesty. This is not modesty, this is a double standard. Point number one. Allow me to put point number two. Point number two is the way Mr. Raut has been behaving after coming out of the jail. He's been behaving like he's a freedom fighter. When he has been booked under the severe charges of money laundering, but his behavior is like he's a freedom fighter and he's comparing himself with Swatantraveer Savarkar and Lokmanya Tilak. Do the Uddhav Thackeray and Mr. Aditya Thackeray, or for that matter Mr. Arvind Sawant, agree with his behavior? It is absolutely condemnable. Point number two. Point number three is, what about those people who were living in a Patrachal, that local Marathi Manus? This leader has supported that builder. That builder has not given rent, those people, till now. And they all of them compelled to go out of Mumbai. What was the reason? So now, the way Mr. Uddhav Thackeray, Aditya Thackeray welcomed Mr. Raut at his residence Matoshri, like he has done a great job. He's behaving like he's acquitted. He's not acquitted. He's still an accused for serious charges. Try to understand this difference. But he's pretending that he's acquitted by the honorable court. And he's been talking about bitterness. What kind of bitterness? When they were in the power, the way how they misused the power, everyone witnessed.
Okay.
They put one of the actresses behind the bar. Was that correct? They demolished one of the actress' office just for a political vendetta.
Okay.
They put one of the journalists behind the bar. There are several examples. Even they have assaulted one of the ex-army officers.
Okay.
Was that justified? And when they were indulging into Vasuli scam, they were indulging into kickbacks commission, and as an opposition leader that time we raised issues.
So
if they are calling that is a bitterness.
Right.
No,
Mr. Ram Kadam, so you don't read much into...
Last 10 seconds.
Right.
It is not bitter. Last 10 seconds. It is not bitterness. It is a fight between ideologies. This is fight against corruption. This is fight against Vasuli Gate. So bitterness is something different. Even Sahil is a senior journalist. He knows everything about Maharashtra.
Okay.
When they were in the power, they tried to fix one of our senior leader.
Sir, when it comes to fixing allegations fly both ways, I'll come back to, that's for another day. I want to bring in Rajdeep Sardesai back into this conversation on what, we are tracking right now. And Rajdeep, do you see, the Uddhav Thackeray Shiv Sena now separate the BJP from the Eknath Shinde faction, attack the Eknath Shinde faction, maybe take a a softer tone where the Bharatiya Janata Party is concerned?
Well, I think if you look at it broadly, that's been the strategy that the Uddhav Balasaheb Thackeray Sena has taken in recent times, and that will continue, I believe, in the build-up to the Bombay Municipal Corporation elections, the Mumbai Municipal Corporation elections. I think those elections in the first quarter of next year will decide really the fate of both the Senas. The battle at the moment is shadow boxing between the two Senas. Eknath Shinde, who derives his support from his proximity to the BJP central leadership, and Uddhav Thackeray, who is counting on a Marathi Asmita and is counting on the support of the NCP and Congress. That shadow boxing will continue to the first quarter. Depending on what happens in those elections, we'll know what happens next. Until those elections, you will continuously see the Shinde Sena and the Uddhav Sena shadow boxing with each other. And then, depending on the result, I think political equations can change again in Maharashtra. I don't think it is, I think it is premature to read too much into what Sanjay Raut has said today, but we will have to see what Mr. Raut and others say post that election, because to my mind 2024 is a year where Maharashtra becomes an important element in the political strategy of both sides, i.e. the BJP at the center, which wants another, which is hoping for a big majority, and the opposition, which is hoping to stem the ascent of another Modi government. Maharashtra has 48 seats. If this Mahavikas Aghadi alliance stays together, they can challenge in a way the BJP Shinde Sena alliance. So I think there's a lot at stake, and therefore only post the Mumbai municipal elections will we really know which direction Maharashtra politics is heading now.
Sahil, the fact that it is going to be the municipal elections in Bombay which will decide which side definitely the Uddhav Sena goes, will it be a further softening of stand which could come after a beating in the elections, or a more aggressive stand? But the same also will count for the Bharatiya Janata Party, wouldn't it?
Well, of course, I have another point to make in this. I think that the BJP cannot distance itself from what happened in Maharashtra in the month of June and July, because the government which is in place at this point of time is the Shinde Fadnavis government. It's a Balasahebanchi Shiv Sena, what the Shinde fraction is called now, is Balasahebanchi Shiv Sena, and the BJP government is in place at this point of time. It is amply clear that what happened within the Shiv Sena, the BJP of course had full-fledged support for this whole revolt and the split which happened within the Shiv Sena. It was very clear that they did not want another partner in Maharashtra which also claims on the same ideology, that is Hindutva, which creates a rift within the Hindutva votes in Maharashtra, and that is the reason why they have taken up a bigger chunk of Shiv Sena along with them, and now claiming that that is what is the real Shiv Sena. These are the statements given by the BJP leaders at this point of time. So whatever happens with the Shinde Sena is going to affect the BJP as well. They cannot distance themselves from Shinde Sena and what happened in Maharashtra, as I said, in 3 months back. Also, going soft on BJP and attacking only Shinde is not going to make any difference to the Shiv Sena strategy, because now they are with the MVA, they are with the Congress and NCP. The main charge against Uddhav Thackeray and his group was that they were too much close than comfort to NCP, and NCP was finishing off their party, and that is the reason why Shinde had to revolt and go with the BJP. Also the issue of Hindutva. But despite that, Uddhav Thackeray has made it very clear that he is going to have alliance with the Congress and NCP and going to contest the rest of the elections also with these two parties even in 2024. Now I have a question for Ram Kadam, because the BJP has not reacted to Sanjay Raut's release on bail at this point of time. The interesting part of this particular order, the bail order, is that it's not merely a bail order on the basis of say health grounds or any other thing. The bail order is very clear. While giving the bail, the PMLA judge, the Prevention of Money Laundering Act, has a special court, and the judge specifically said that the arrest of Sanjay Raut was not only unwarranted but also illegal. The arrest was not needed. The arrest was completely illegal. Secondly, the order also said that the way the Enforcement Directorate acted in this particular case, it looked like that they had a pick and choose policy. They did not arrest the men accused, but they went ahead and arrested the people who were not needed to be arrested.
You know, that's a question we'd asked the BJP yesterday. We are going to bring in Ram Kadam back into this conversation. Ram Kadam, the fact is that the bail, you talk about he's come out as a hero's welcome. It's not procedural. It wasn't bail which was granted as per procedure. It was bail which was very clearly enunciated, was got at the back of an illegal arrest as per the PMLA court.
Section 44 of the PMLA Act clearly says that if somebody is getting released on the bail, that means that even if the trial is run against those accused, he is going to be innocent. That is why the bail is granted, is what
so it's
the
not
court has said in the order.
So on the other account, Ram Kadam, why shouldn't a Sanjay Raut then come out as a hero's welcome or being accorded a hero's welcome? Go ahead.
No, he has been indulging into heroism, that's a different part. Anyways, let me answer what Sahil asked me a question. First of all, as a party, we are not supposed to answer this question. The only reason this action has been taken by the investigation agencies that you very well know about it. But still, see, this is Honorable Court's prima facie observations. It's not the final judgment. And this has not happened first time. In many cases, judges, they have a right to put their own observations, and we appreciate that. Whatever they have observed, but we should not now talk here that their observations are the final judgment. No, he is not acquitted yet. He is still an accused. So what we are talking about? When the final judgment comes out, that time we'll talk on the merits. At the point, what is important? The important point is he's been comparing himself with freedom fighters. Whether is this the right thing or no? Why Mr. Uddhav Thackeray, Aditya Thackeray has been endorsing his behavior? That's an important point. The whoever is saying Bharat Todo, those people are going for Bharat Jodo Yatra. Don't you feel it's ridiculous?
All right, I want to bring in Arvind Sawant once more.
These are the points. These are the points. Now you should ask Mr. Arvind Sawant, what about the late Balasaheb Thackeray's great ideology?
Well, Arvind Sawant calls this a moral victory. Arvind Sawant, you've been saying that we are reading too much into what Sanjay Raut said today about possibly striking a reconciliatory tone. You see this as a moral victory, especially at the back of what the PMLA court said.
Absolutely. It is a more than a victory, I can tell you, just because, it's not that he got the bail. While granting the bail, the Honorable Court has passed strictures on the functioning of ED, and there they said that the arrest was totally illegal.
Right.
And that is what a real concern, not only for Sanjay Raut ji, not only for Shiv Sena, it is a concern for the entire country. The way it is working, and with the vindictiveness of the ruling party, they can book anybody, they can harass anyone, and they can keep them in the jail without any proof, without any reason. Unlawful arrests are being done. It has happened in the case of narcotics also, when the Aryan was arrested, and the Honorable High Court said, what is there in the case? There is nothing in the case. Then why he was kept under custody for 40 days? And that is what is serious issue. And then the people who booked him and put him in the custody should be made answerable, should be made accountable. Why not? They should be punished. That is what the issue. The bail is definitely, we are delighted, we are happy about it. But then the strictures which have been passed by the court, well, the another thing which they said, in that
Mr. Sawant, you say we are reading too much into what Sanjay Raut said today. You say it's a moral victory. You say you're not backing up. You're going to keep a close eye on all developments. What's actually happening is in the next few days, Aditya Thackeray is going to be walking alongside Rahul Gandhi, who's entered Maharashtra with his Bharat Jodo Yatra. Thank you, Mr. Kadam, for joining us. Rajdeep Sardesai and Sahil Joshi. We're going to keep getting our viewers the latest, but I want to quickly dip into this news break, which is coming in from Noida, Uttar Pradesh. Shocking visuals from Sector 120, Noida. The police have reached the location to arrest a rape accused. These are visuals. We are going to just play those visuals out of the cops reaching the location of a rape accused, but the accused tries to flee the spot and even tried to crush a police vehicle and an officer. All of this was caught on camera, viewers. All of this caught on camera. That's the cop trying to stop the car, and you can see him being mowed down. Of course, fortunately he's not hurt, but being mowed down by this car. This is a rape accused, and he's trying to flee while the cops have tried to catch him. With that,